A lot of people ask me why I don't record ocarina music more. It's something I've thought about doing a lot, but there's a really good reason why, other than with Okabanda and other than when I'm reviewing ocarinas, I really don't post much, if not any music. And honestly, this video is for anyone who feels pressured to try to turn their hobby into anything more than what they enjoy about it. Whether that's turning your hobby into a side hustle, or feeling pressured to get way better than you really care about getting at something. If you're just having fun, have fun. Let's discuss why I don't record ocarina music. First, I do consider myself a musician, like beyond just a straight hobbyist. That said, I am neither a composer nor an arranger. I don't write my own music, I don't arrange, I don't compose, so it would take me a lot of time and a lot more skill development to be able to arrange my own music. So because of that, I don't have a constant stream of new music to play. I only really play ocarina music when it's like a basic cover of a song, no instrumentation, no backtracking, just mainly playing by ear or reading some other sheet music. And even then, I pretty much preserve that for when I'm testing, reviewing, or comparing ocarinas. So next, I also don't play any other instruments other than the ocarina, at least not right now. That makes recording backtracks a lot more difficult for songs. Even if I didn't need to write my own ocarina exclusive musical arrangements, I wouldn't be able to record guitar or piano backing tracks. Obviously, if I wanted to make music enough, I could outsource this, but A, that costs a lot of money that I don't have, and B, I don't even really like recording my own music other than when it's with Okabanda, because number 3, I am a perfectionist when recording. It's not fun. Because of the pressure I unintentionally place on myself while recording, I make like 5 times as many mistakes if I'm recording compared to when if I'm just playing for fun. So it's just not that enjoyable for me. Though there are some caveats. First, like I mentioned, I do enjoy recording music for Okabanda. Because I play the big ol' bass G ocarina, my music is usually on the rhythm section. It's fairly repetitive and thus easier for me to practice and learn, at least to be able to play consistently while recording or performing. With Okabanda music, I also typically practice it to be able to play it in a live performance all the way through with no or few mistakes. So I usually get to a much better place of like just automatically being able to play the song compared to if I'm just doing something off the cuff. Because I allot more time and prioritization to practicing for Okabanda music, it is more fun to record. And I know you'll say, Andy, why don't you just practice more for other music that you could be recording? I don't have unlimited time. The second caveat is I also enjoy recordings to demonstrate an ocarina. It's fun testing out an ocarina to see if it A, objectively functions, as in like if it's in tune, if it has the right ergonomics, stuff like that, and B, if it's an ocarina that I would like, or C, if it's an ocarina that I would recommend for somebody else. I really enjoy testing ocarinas, so recording music for that is really fun for me. Because that goes along with number 4. My strength when it comes to ocarinas is far more as a creator and communicator rather than performer or musician. I love performing with Okabanda, but I am certainly the least technically skilled musician in the bunch. I'm definitely good enough to be there, but even then, my standout contributions for the band are being like the MC when we're at events, like I talk between songs. I help manage projects and the business side, because like I'm the one person with a business degree in a room full of musicians. Thus, the content I make about ocarinas follows a very similar path. I'm a good enough musician to be able to make content and have authority on the topic, but I also realize the best way to make use of my strengths is to be an educator and communicator in my creativity rather than just a performer. There are so many amazing ocarina performers, and you should watch them. If you want to watch ocarina performances, watch ocarina performers. If you want to learn about the instrument, watch me. Number 5, music takes a lot of time to make. Just a lot of time that I don't have, and I will definitely not have in the near future. I already covered why I prefer being a music educator rather than a performer when it comes to making my online ocarina content. But the biggest reason that I don't add more music recording is that it just takes a lot of time. I could spend many hours a week practicing a song to perfection. Or in that same time, I could write several video scripts. I could shoot those videos, and I could even edit some of those videos in the same amount of time it would take for me to practice practice and perform one song, at least to the degree that my perfectionist brain would allow me to be safe performing with. And while right now I do have a fairly flexible schedule because I'm still on the job hunt, I'm in the midst of interviewing for jobs. I have multiple clients for freelance work, and I'm starting night school for my master's degree soon. So while my schedule is flexible, I have a lot less free time than you might imagine, and I will have even less free time very soon. Obviously, I love the practice and improvement aspect of music. It's really cool to see, oh, this morning this song was difficult, and tonight it's easy for me. And I do practice my ocarinas. However, between my lack of skills in arranging music, my lack of skills in other instruments, or even like processing music audio, like applying effects, editing audio, stuff like that, and then the misery caused by perfectionism while recording, all wrapped into a nice box of a lack of time. With the skills that I have and the time that I can spend applying those skills, I can make a far bigger impact on the ocarina community as a communicator and as an educator, far more than as a performer, at least when it comes to my own online content. I'm playing to my strengths as a creator, as a communicator, and that's why I make the types of videos that I do and love doing it. Because ultimately that brings me to number 6. Ocarinas are my thing, but they're not my only thing. I love ocarinas and I love sharing them with people. But aside from when I'm in like monk mode practicing for okabanda performances, I am the person who really mainly enjoys ocarinas as a more casual hobby. And honestly, I think that casual approach is one of my greatest strengths as an ocarina creator. I'm not an unattainably amazingly skilled musician, but I'm pretty good enough to play in an ensemble. And with my 12 years of experience playing the ocarina, I have a lot that I can say that can help you figure out which instrument is right for you, improve as a musician, and just learn stuff. And sharing the fun of the hobby is what I enjoy doing most as an ocarinist. We'll wrap this up with number 7. Play to your strengths and to your joy. This is all to say, if you want to make content about anything, play to your strengths as well as your joy. You might need to develop some skills you don't have or do things you don't always like to succeed, but you can find a lot more ease in your creativity if you play to what you're good at and what you enjoy doing. And if you're lucky, that might also be something that people want to see. And I think I'm pretty lucky with the community that I have. And this video is not to say that I will never post ocarina music ever and to stop asking me, but this is more of an explanation for why I make the content that I make about the ocarina. So whether for creating content or any hobby or anything else in your life, play to your strengths and play to your joy. And on that note, what is your strength, whether as a creator, as an ocarinist, or just in general? I'd love to discuss in the comments. And thank you to my $5 tier patron, Joshua. And if you'd like to support me and my content, go to patreon.com and you can do so for as little as $1 a month. Otherwise, leave a like, subscribe for more, watch whatever video YouTube recommends for you right there, and I will see you next time. Happy tootin'. Or creatin'. Happy tooting and creating. Creating toots?